So now I've joined another management consulting firm, and I was brought into this firm by a former colleague that I met in my first experience with management consulting. And let me tell you, the beautiful thing that happened. First of all, I wanted to know, what am I going to do there? What will my role description be? How much am I going to earn? The what will I do there question was answered with everything. What will my job description be? They said, you choose. And what will my income be? And they said, you tell us. Now, how do you respond to that? It's yes, yes, and yes all the way. The benefit of being with this management consulting firm is that I was doing assignments with various companies. I was overseeing work being done by other people within those companies. I was involved with strategy development. I was also involved in actively running the management consulting firm. Now you tell me if that is not wonderful. The experience that I picked up there is priceless. Priceless. And at that point, I was nearing the completion of my MBA. And here I'm being given this opportunity that is just indescribable. How could I not walk out of that consulting firm a few years later and just be the best version of myself? So I stayed with them for 5 wonderful years. And while I was there, I, in casual conversation, said to this colleague of mine who had brought me on board, remember the company where we met? Should they approach me, would you be able to release me immediately? And he just said, if that's what you want, yes. Less than 3 weeks later, I received a call from company X. And the person on the phone said, hey Suzette, we bumped into your CV from 15 years ago. We know by now you must have done so much in your life and in your career. And we have this vague spec, this vague job spec that we think you may want to tackle. And I'm sitting there thinking, you are calling me with a 15-year-old CV. You are assuming, and I believe that you are trusting, I have done a lot more with my life, my career, my education, and that I'll be able to take on this vague spec. You know, when a consulting firm says to you they've got a vague spec, it means the spec is so vague that everyone that they send for an interview doesn't make it. The client declines. And wow, with me being me and my sense of adventure, I said, absolutely, yes. Let's talk and let's see. So they sent me to the client for an interview. 15 minutes later, I had the job. And I'm not joking when I say the spec was vague. It was vague. But I went in there, I did the best that I could. 5 months into being in that position with a client, they asked me to move to another team because apparently I had been so successful in turning the team that I was with originally into a high performance team that they wanted me to do it somewhere else. So I did that. And in that role, I stayed for 2 years. If you like my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know which country you are tuning in from, and we will let you know when additional content becomes available. As always, happy manifesting.